In 2024, one image defined everything. Trump standing defiant, fist raised to the sky. That moment became a symbol, a rallying cry, and ultimately, he carried him back to the White House. But here's the twist. Now that same movement is making its way into crypto. You see, the Trump family have their very own crypto project called World Liberty Financial. And it's not just another meme coin trying to capitalize on the hype. Nope, it's looking to offer real utility and compete with some of the biggest players in traditional finance. But here's where things get interesting. Lately, all we've been hearing is that they're buying millions and millions of dollars worth of crypto. But the question is, why? Like, is this a legit DeFi project, a holding company, or is there something else going on behind the scenes? And more importantly, should we be buying the same coins as them? Hey everyone, I'm Daniel, one of the new hosts of Coinsider. And in this video, I'm going to break it all down for you. We'll uncover what World Liberty Financial is all about, analyze the projects they're investing in, and help you decide if any of them are worth it or not. All right, first things first, what exactly is World Liberty Financial? Well, when it first launched, it was pitched as a DeFi platform that would offer lending and borrowing services to the masses. And while those features are still presumably on the roadmap, a bigger focus has emerged recently. Their so-called macro strategy, a strategic token reserve that they are actively building. In simple terms, they're building a basket of high-profile crypto assets which will serve as the financial backbone of their platform and a tool to secure key partnerships in the future. Honestly, it kind of sounds like a hedge fund or a holding company rather than a real DeFi project. But here's where things get interesting. Their basket of assets. I think it could give us a glimpse into what crypto might look like under this administration. Some of their holdings like Bitcoin and Ethereum are obviously no-brainers, but others are real head-scratchers. So let's break it all down, like what exactly are they holding? And more importantly, why? Alright, let's start with the biggest bet, Aave, which is the largest decentralized lending protocol in all of DeFi. To put this into perspective, Aave holds over $30 billion in deposits, which is a massive amount for crypto. But here's the thing, compared to traditional banks, Aave is still massively undervalued. For example, HDFC Bank, which holds around $300 billion in deposits, has a market cap of $170 billion. Meanwhile, Aave's valuation is just a fraction of that. If you applied a traditional banking valuation model to Aave, its token price would be worth well over $1,000. But of course, there's a catch. And it's a big one. You see, DeFi lending platforms like Aave have massive barriers to entry. They're complex, highly technical, and if you make a mistake, well, there's no customer service line that you can call for help, right? On top of that, smart contract risk is always lurking in the background. But here's where World Liberty Financial comes in. You see, they're not just holding Aave, they're integrating with the protocol itself, which could mean serious revenue generation for Aave holders down the line. So clearly there's some important points to consider before aping in. Now, let's move on to our next pick, Chainlink. And this one is really interesting, especially when you consider Trump's America First focus. You see, Chainlink is one of the few major crypto projects that is actually headquartered in the United States. And that's important because Trump has suggested that he may do stuff to help out US-based projects, such as make their coins exempt from capital gains tax. So that alone could make Chainlink a strategic investment. But beyond that, Chainlink is already one of the most well-connected projects in the industry. They've partnered with Swift, Google, and have over 1,000 integrations across the crypto space. So, what's the problem? Well, there's a massive token unlock coming. Right now, there are 360 million LINK tokens that are yet to hit the market. And at today's price, that's over $7 billion in potential selling pressure. So definitely something to keep in mind before you ape into this one. Now, this next pick shows us exactly where World Liberty Fi thinks that finance is headed. And that is, of course, Ondo, which is leading the charge in the real-world asset sector. Basically, RWAs are all about bringing TradFi products into the blockchain. And when the CEO of BlackRock says that this is the future of finance, you have to pay attention. After all, the numbers are staggering. Some analysts predict that the tokenization market could hit 10 trillion by 2030. And for Ondo, well, they have already partnered with over 70 DeFi protocols, launched their own blockchain, and are backed by some serious players in the TradFi space. But here's the issue. The Ondo token itself, well, it doesn't really do anything currently. It's just a governance token, giving holders voting rights in a protocol that is still in its early stages. And governance tokens historically have had a terrible track record when it comes to utility and actual participation. But on top of that, 68% of Ondo tokens are still locked up. That means there's a huge amount of potential selling pressure coming down the line from early investors looking to cash out. So yeah, definitely some food for thought on that one. But their next pick, now this one is a real head scratcher. Like, what is Move by Movement Labs doing on this list? It's smaller, newer, and way less proven than all the other projects thus far. But if we take a closer look, we do see some areas with potential, like their Move virtual machine, which was originally from Meta's DM project, could be a game changer for blockchain scalability. Furthermore, they've already got 150 projects building on their testnet. They launched a $500,000 AI hackathon, and there are even rumors about a potential collaboration with Elon Musk's Doge initiative. But then again, there are red flags all over the place as well. For example, 40% of the token supply is going to insiders and early investors, and the unlock schedule stretches all the way to 2030. So that's an extremely long time to wait for selling pressure to go away. And in this cycle, well, VC-backed tokens haven't exactly thrived. So yeah, I'd personally be cautious about this one before you ape into it. Now, last but definitely not least, we gotta talk about Tron, and of course, Justin Sun, because this might be the most controversial pick in the entire portfolio. You see, on paper, Tron's numbers are impressive. It has the highest daily active users of any blockchain, it generates more revenue from their network fees than Ethereum, and it's valued at just 6x the annualized fees, while competitors trade at 100x. So that's all amazing, of course. But there's an elephant in the room, Justin Sun. You see, he personally invested $30 million into World Liberty Fi's token sale, and then suddenly they're adding the Tron token to their basket of assets. Funny how that works. Plus, Sun's track record, well, isn't exactly clean. SEC charges for wash trading, a stablecoin that keeps depegging, and a long history of controversial decisions. But one thing is for sure, Justin Sun is one of the greatest hype men in crypto history. I mean, the guy spent $6.2 million on a banana duct taped to a wall. Why? Who knows? Justin Sun. So yeah, there's either something cooking here with this pick, or it was a quid pro quo deal, which means it's probably better to ignore this one. But anyhow, now that we've looked at all the coins they hold, you gotta be wondering, are these all just random purchases? Or is there a real strategy behind them? Well, a few things stood out to me. First, they're making big bets on infrastructure. Aave for lending, Chainlink for data, Ondo for real-world assets, and Move for scalability. Second, there's a clear America First angle here. With the exception of Move, all of these are well-established projects with real revenue, real utility, and actual users. So overall, I'd say the World Liberty Financial's portfolio is actually quite conservative, Justin Sun's involvement aside. But if they start adding random tokens in the future, well, then it probably is quid pro quo deals, like some people are saying. Now, if you've been following World Liberty Fi closely, then you'll know that we've missed two big projects in their portfolio. One is Athena, and the other one is Say. Well, fortunately for you, my co-host Kevin made dedicated videos on each, and you can watch those right here and here.